My people, once again, Dr. 𝐂𝐉𝐄 here, bringing you another video in the 𝐸VVERR realm, but I wanted to focus specifically on different brands that are owned by individuals in the Black and Brown community. You know, 𝐸VVERR, niche fragrances, and so forth. I'm very glad to see that other markets are getting into this particular realm, because when you see different videos from 𝐿𝐼𝐒 and you see folks in Milan and around the world and 𝐈𝐈 at these different fragrance conventions and things of that nature, you don't see, from what I've seen in videos, a lot of people of color participating in these events. So the fact that more women and men are getting into the fragrance community is really wonderful to see. Again, there's room for everybody at the table, but I want to focus in on the diversity and the excellence that I'm seeing and what I have been willing to put my coins into. So I already mentioned in my other video a Puerto Rican owned brand called Skin Potion. Now, I was introduced to this particular brand by AI the Great, and this gentleman has taken YouTube by storm with various influencers that really promote this product. But when I tell you, everybody says the same thing about Skin Potion and what they bring to the table, they are not lying, and they never disappoint, and their shipping and turnaround time is fantastic. Even if something is sold out, it's not sold out for long. They restock and they get you your order. So �KAMA was my first introduction to this particular line. The body oil and the triple butter body butter is outstanding. Again, the consistency of this product and wearing the oil, you don't even need perfume when you wear it. Again, cookie butter, if you are a good gourmand girly and you love to smell like a snack or a dessert, this would be for you. All of the smells are very authentic. Nothing smells synthetic, and you can tell that this is organically processed and prepared with love, and the ingredients are top tier, because you don't even need to wear a fragrance when you're wearing Skin Potion. But if you want to layer and do combinations, these are the products to do it with. Additionally, I did speak about, this is a new 𝐿𝐼𝐒 crystal, and I do have the oil for this one, because I have the oil, the regular 𝐿𝐼𝐒 oil, and I have the hand lotion that I keep in my bag. But I wanted to get this 𝐿𝐼𝐒 crystal, and I believe I actually have the butter as well, but I don't have it with me, because there's something to be said about oils, and we're going to talk about one or two more oils with this particular segment. But Skin Potion, 𝐿𝐼𝐒 crystal, and what I mentioned in my last video, Skin Potion Costa del Sol, created with passion fruit and another Tunisian ingredient. I can't begin to tell you. I think that this Costa del Sol is my absolute positively my favorite, because it is amazing. Again, 𝐿𝐼𝐒, same thing, amazing. I can just wear this. It's summer, it's fruity, it's fun, it's seductive, it's sensual without being overpowering, and it lasts, and it's a wonderful layering with other perfumes. I did mention Rosundo Mateo number 8, which it is a stunner. Get your hands on that. Get your hands on number 8. Combine it. Tell me what you think. Get in the comments. But this on its own is outstanding. Again, with the 𝐿𝐼𝐒 crystal, same effect. The oil game, especially perhaps in the summer when you may be going to the beach, you may be going on a night out, maybe you don't want to wear oil at night. I actually prefer oils because I love the way they preserve the skin. And as we age, hydration and moisture and wanting to have that dewy effervescence and glow is so critical. So I'm really into my oil game right now, my oil bag and my butter bag. And it works so well with the skin. And again, when you're trying to preserve the days, honey, you know, 53 is nothing to play with. I love the stage that I'm at right now, but I'm trying to keep it together as tight as possible. So these oils are coming in handy. Thank you, Skin Potion, for being such a dynamic and wonderful company with so many fragrances to offer. Thank you for being expedient with your deliveries and getting us a quality product every time. So getting into another Black-owned female, Octavia Morgan out of Los Angeles. If you like or love Delina Exclusive, Dark Rose is in the wheelhouse. Get this Dark Rose and you can wear that with Delina Exclusive and shut the whole set down. You can wear this on its own. It's long lasting, it's projecting. It is an all-day oil, and because I mentioned in my other video, I am getting into travel sizes so that I can wear them, put them in my bag, not necessarily do as much decanting, but also when you want to travel, you got it. And if you want to use this before committing to a bottle, why not? But the price point of the oil, and because I'm in my oil bag, as I mentioned, I wanted to see what Octavia Morgan out of Los Angeles was talking about, and she did not disappoint. The quality of this product is outstanding. I do encourage you to support this young woman, woman of color. Check her out, but this is a banger. If you love Delina Exclusive, you will love this rose fragrance, Dark Rose, and it is just that, a dark, sensual rose. And they are available in the travel sizes if you're trying to just see what the combinations bring. But get into Octavia Morgan out of Los Angeles. Now, when I saw, my good sisters in the background, you may have to help me out with this. She's a soror. Thin line between love and hate. Lynn Whitfield, thank you. When I saw the good sis Lynn Whitfield talking about Miracle Buttercream, and Phaedra Parks was talking about Miracle Buttercream, the luxury body oil. Again, I mean, clearly two different tiers of people of influence in the media, but when I saw these individuals, those individuals talking about this particular line, Black owned, I purchased the unscented, fragrance-free Miracle Buttercream, and I can't wait to get into this because, again, I love a good buttercream and I love a luxury oil. I tend to really saturate my neck with that. Again, that neck and décolleté.
The neck and décolletage.
To keep hydrated and moisturized. The older you get, there's no shame in it. Those of us who are in perimenopause or menopause, you have to do different things to keep your skin supple and smooth. And I really want to get rid of the stigma of women not being able to talk about the different stages of life that they're going through, because menopause is real. What happens to your body with your hormones changing and diminishing is real. And as a culture, we don't talk about these things. So you do have to do the extras in order to keep yourself upbeat, balance, your mental health, your wellness. All of that is key. I know for myself, I had to take a beat this week because I was just the fatigue of just, pushing yourself. And when you're an individual that's very strong and you're high functioning and you're a high performer and you're highly effective and you're always producing, you can become a victim of your success and what you bring to the table. And it does come out in your skin. When I took off my makeup one day and I looked at my face, I said, I look beat down. I need to run, not walk, run, scurry, zigzag through the streets in my car to get to my esthetician to get a facial. It's critical. Things change with your skin as you get older. So for those of you women who might be in your early, well, really more or less in your mid to late 30s, in that 40 game, make sure you're talking to your medical practitioners about the changes in your body as you are elevating and moving through perimenopause and into menopause. It is so important. You don't have to go through that struggle alone. Don't carry it. Don't pray through it. You can pray through it, but you need to go to the doctors who went to school for it so they can help you with supplements or whatever it is you need to get through that piece. But I know from the skin perspective of it, I've had to step my game up, change up my routines to make sure that I am holding on to that youthful glow as long as possible. And the oils and the butters make that difference for me. So check out the Mamacita's Miracle Butter Cream Luxury Body Oil for face, skin, and hair. And additionally, the 3-in-1 All Natural Body Butter by the same company. Tell me what you think. I'm enjoying it. I went fragrance free so that if I add that with my perfumes, I'm not doing too much confusion in that area, but I still have the moisture and that glow that I'm looking for. I think that brings us to the end of my oils and butters and shouting out the Octavia Morgans and the skin potions of the world. Additionally, what I wanted to make sure that I'm highlighting for you, luckyscent and 𝐔𝐘𝐒 perfumery in San Francisco. When you are spending your money with these businesses, you want to make sure that you're getting a little bang for your buck. And like I have mentioned in the past, but I'm really emphasizing it because I feel that we have to be fiscally responsible as we're getting into our niche journey, our fashion journey, our luxury journey, things that we want to do for ourselves. We still have to use wisdom. 𝐔𝐘𝐒 perfumery is outstanding when it comes to sending a little gift pack of samples. Again, for example, 𝐵𝐷 perfumes, they have a little sample. They're giving a definite thank you of appreciation when you're making a purchase. And with that, you can use a voucher that's good for 30 days. So that you find something else that you love, you can redeem the voucher and get some money off your purchase. It's all about reciprocity. It's all about good business and businesses with heart and integrity. And if you take the time to put a thank you note and some samples, I'm more than likely going to come back and utilize your services. But 𝐔𝐘𝐒, another great perfumery out of San Francisco. I know the perfume guy, Sebastian, has mentioned this particular company because he's out of San Francisco. So I knew they were quality because he is a connoisseur in this perfume niche game. I mean, he has a whole like museum archive of perfumes and books, and he actually books appointments so that people can go through the process, and he kind of guides them through how to select. So when he mentioned 𝐔𝐿, I definitely felt comfortable purchasing from them. Another great company, luckyscent.com, and there are locations. I've been to the flagship store. I believe it's flagship, but I've been to the brick and mortar in New York, and they also have another location in LA. Let me tell you how fantastic these individuals are. I made a purchase, and they called me, and they were like, well, there was a little complication with your order. And my bank was like, well, you're in Florida. How are you purchasing something out of LA? I'm like, well, I'm just trying to order my perfume. So shout out to my banking, but shout out to luckyscent, because not only did I get an email, I was able to call. Somebody spoke to me. We walked through, and I was able to get my purchase easy peasy. But what I love about them is and this is probably a little bag that I have that is a combination of 2 different orders, but I put everything in one bag. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I put one on the side because I know these sisters over here are gonna, scrap for these samples. So they can do that. Just leave me out of it. I took out what I wanted, but you get so many quality samples so that you can see what you want. And the niche houses are so amazing, you can't lose. So luckyscent, shout out to you for taking care of your customers when they purchase something. You can either pre-select what you want, They'll put something in the bag for you that they select blindly so that you can explore and then see what you may want to bring into your collection. But it gives you the opportunity to curate what you want without doing a blind buy. And there's nothing wrong with the blind buy. Most of my fragrances in my collection, and I have over 100, are blind buys, but I am steering away from the blind buy situation and doing more intensified work in research on fragrances before I buy them, because I really want to make sure they stay in constant rotation. So I'm not selling more things on Mercari, giving things away. My relatives and friends love it, y'all, because everybody comes in here, they walk away with something, but I just want to be more fiscally sound. So Lucky Scent, shout out to you, and thank you for always taking care of your customers. So with that said, make sure you are always leaning into getting quality samples. And what I have done recently, because I wanted to get into another fragrance house, but I did not want to commit to a full bottle, I actually purchased some perfume from Harlem Perfume Company. I did purchase Josephine in the travel, along with a few others that I got in Discovery. I'm obsessed with the Harlem Renaissance. I love everything about the Harlem Renaissance. And I definitely wanted to get into the Josephine Baker. I do like this fragrance, but I will say that some of their fragrances, when I was going through the Discovery, did come off a little bit more synthetic for my taste. Excuse me. So I purchased Langston because I love Langston Hughes. I love him as an author. And then, of course, the incomparable Billie D. Williams with the gardenia in her hair. And Josephine Baker. I mean, it's Josephine Baker. These are individuals that I always had on my wall as a teacher when I was teaching language arts. And these individuals have always inspired me. So that's what led me to the purchase more than the notes. But I must say that I like Josephine, but some of these were a little bit more synthetic than I was hoping. But I'm letting them sit for a little bit to see if I feel any differently about it, especially the Josephine. But again, I would encourage you all to check out this particular perfume house. They, of course, have candles as well. So maybe it's more of a candle route in the way that I would support this particular company. But again, anything that's going to highlight the culture, African American culture, and what we bring to the table, because, you know, as a people, there is no culture that is just linear. And in the African American culture, we are not a monolith. So there's so many different facets of what we bring to the table. So wherever I can support, highlight, and celebrate us, that's what I'm going to do. So Harlem Perfume Company, also with candles. Check out this particular brand and tell me what you think. So I'm going to wrap it up right here, and we're going to get into another segment that I have with a perfume haul. Because again, even though I'm trying not to do the blind buy and I'm trying to get my little samples, there are about 4 or 5 fragrances here that won the blind buy experience, and we'll get into it. Stay tuned.